Hello bachas, welcome to the Story Island. I hope you're doing good. Today I am going to tell you the story about the Jungle Book. Does that remind you of something? Yes, I'm going to tell you the story about Mowgli and Bagheera and Baloo and Sher Khan. Okay. Let's just get started, alright? So, long ago, a baby boy inside his carrycoat was dumped into a dense jungle by his parents. So his mom and dad were carrying the baby in the carrycoat and were crossing this dense jungle when they suddenly heard the roar of a tiger. They got scared, and for the safety of the baby, they placed the carrycoat inside a boat near a river and fled from that spot. Before the tiger could lay his hands on the baby, a very kind panther named Bagheera found him and took the baby with him. He then went to the mother wolf named Raksha and the father wolf named Akela. He said, "Please take care of this baby boy just like one of your own baby." The wolves looked at the baby and said, "For sure, he will now grow with our own cubs, the baby wolves, and we will name him Mowgli." But the wolves soon found that it was difficult to train Mowgli all alone by themselves about how to live a life in a jungle. So they asked a kind bear named Baloo to teach Mowgli how to survive in a jungle. Baloo started taking very good care of Mowgli. He taught him a lot of things about how to live in a jungle and also warned him to stay away from the monkeys in the jungle, for the monkeys were really naughty. But one day, when Baloo the bear was sleeping, the monkeys came to Mowgli and took him with them. They took him to a faraway place and hung him upside down and then started torturing him. After some time, when Baloo woke up, the rabbit told him that Mowgli had been kidnapped by the monkeys and taken to a faraway place. Baloo hurriedly went to that spot along with his friend Kaa the snake. Can you see the snake? Yes. Then Baloo the bear and Kaa the snake took revenge. They fought with the monkeys and freed Mowgli. Mowgli was a bit disheartened. He felt sad for have not listened to Baloo the bear. But Baloo the bear cheered him up and he offered him a bunch of bananas. Mowgli was very happy to receive that. But as they were walking by, they suddenly heard the footsteps of a very dangerous animal. It was Sher Khan the tiger. He wanted to eat up this small little boy, but Baloo the bear fought with him. Suddenly Mowgli had an idea. He picked up a dry branch and put it on fire. He brought it towards Sher Khan. Sher Khan got terrified and left that place. Baloo then went about telling everybody in the jungle how brave Mowgli was. Everybody was very impressed with Mowgli, especially Colonel Hathi, who was the captain of the elephant herd. He suggested to Mowgli and Baloo the bear, "Why don't you come and play with us in the pond outside the jungle? It will be fun." From that day onwards, Mowgli and Baloo started coming to the pond and play with the waters inside. So Baloo used to get lots of fishes to eat, and Mowgli played with frogs and lotuses. Until one day, he saw a girl come to that pond. She had come to fill up water in the pot. The girl looked at Mowgli and said, a human near the jungle? What are you doing here?" Mowgli said, "This is my house. This is where I stay." She said, "But humans need to stay in the village." Mowgli had no answer. That day, they became good friends. And finally, the day came when the girl convinced Mowgli to come with her to the to the village. With a very heavy heart, Bagheera the panther, Baloo the bear, and Kaa the snake said goodbye to their dear friend Mowgli. They were sad, but they knew the village where the humans lived were the real house of Mowgli. When Mowgli reached the village, people were a bit shocked, to see this weird looking boy. He had no clothes, he was just wearing tiger skin. As they started asking him questions, who he was, where he had come from, and all of it, suddenly a lady came there. She said, "Step aside, he is my son, Nathu." They said, "Nathu? Who is Nathu?" Then the lady told them the story how, they had left the boy inside the jungle few years back. So they said, fine, then he can stay in the village. From that day onwards, Nathu for the villagers, started to stay with his mother and his friend in the village. And every few days, Bagheera the panther, Baloo the bear, and Kaa the snake used to come to the village to meet Mowgli. And Mowgli was also very happy to see them far away from Sher Khan the tiger. So that was the story about Mowgli and the Jungle Book. I hope you liked it. Bye.